Welcome to No Enemies Here, the show, where it's an evolving thing. An evolving thing. So, what happened to me this week? Well, it's the Charles Latorre effect, the One-Eyed Jack effect. So, I gotta show you, man. Okay? Here I am, don't fret. So because of Charles Latorre, he spawned something, right? So, first of all, when I went to a hobby shop, first big mistake, they had everything. And so I bought a few things. And besides buying a few things, I spoke to the guy, and the guy's like, all bolt action. And I'm like, what the hell is bolt action? I shouldn't have asked. It's basically you build your miniatures and then you play a tabletop game with it. And I thought, God, you shouldn't have told me that. So, this Wednesday coming, they have a get-together every Wednesday, and it's closer than downtown. So it takes me about, 40 minutes maybe at the most to get there? Not even. Half an hour. I'm gonna go check it out. And we're gonna see what's gonna happen, eh? Bolt action. I don't know what's going on, but I'll read up on it. But I just want to show you my bots, okay? What I bought, not my bots, B-O-T-S. My bots, B-O-U-G-H-T-S. So, I got that, and I'm a 135 scaler. I like 135. Though, 148, I think, or 172 for planes, 172, there's less detail. But I like the minutia. I like the details. I'm all about the technique. Look, so I got that. Alright. And I got that, man. Look at that. With figurines, with minis, man. Damn, it's my Kleenex box. And then I had to get the cotton crafting rod. Had to. I read that this was really a piece of crap mechanically thing. But as a model, it's beautiful. Look at it. Yes, and so far everything is German. Everything. But there's some American vehicles that I'm going to get into. And I don't want to get into your regular Sherman tank, this and that. I want weird stuff. Like Hobart's Funnies. Anyways, but this is what I bought today. Huh? Look at that. The Nashorn. Hey, just it's the damn you Charles Latorre thing. That's what it is. It's this. But maybe this stands for yeah instead of damn you Charles. More like yeah Charles, thanks. Charles was the catalyst. Charles Latorre, he has a YouTube site. And he was the catalyst that you broke the camel's back. It was the straw that broke the camel's back. And now I'm into it something fierce. Like I said, I'm gonna check out bolt action. I've painted more than half of the minis in Memoir 44. God, what a botch job. But anyways, it teaches me, the Memoir 44 thing, how to be conservative with my paint, how to detail, how to work my hands, how to hold my hand when I'm trying to put gunmetal on just the iron sight of a PO8. You know what I'm saying? A Luger. I'm being facetious, but anyways. So that's it for that. Okay, let's see. Worthington Publishing have a Kickstarter with 3 games. What is it? Hold on. Blood of Lions, the Somme. So 4th British Army Sector, July 1916. So basically, it's a meat grinder game. Because Lots of people died at the Somme. And you could play the game and you could die too. Then there's also Guns of August, another World War I game. And Guns of August, I don't know what the battle is, but you're gonna die, because it's World War I. All the fun in dying. And then a game called Take Cover. Wow, that's World War I, man, because I can tell, actually no, they didn't have an MG42 in World War I. It's the Russians and the Germans. It's gotta be the Eastern War, Barbarossa. But anyways, that's what's happening on Worthington. Check it out, it's a Kickstarter, and yeah. Also, let's see here. This is Vento Nuovo Games, The Lions of El Alamein. It's a Kickstarter, and look at the exclusives. Are those minis? You see, I see everything differently now, and I see everything in shades of colors. Oh, look at that. That pink is a good flesh tone color for some of my minis. Damn you, Charles. And yeah, and it's a lot of fun. What else do we have in terms of news? Well, basically that's it for the news. Oh, and something I saw, man. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's a lot of work. It's the RAF game by John Butterfield. And if you're into solitaire games, he is a beautiful solitaire designer. And the RAF game is a preferred game of mine. And the map is upside down, meaning you're attacking England through France from, well, this way going down instead of France going up to England, right? So it's basically south going north instead of, north going south. What the? No, it's north. Forget it. The map, this guy, I don't know who he is, Yves Wouter, sounds Belgian, fixed it so that it's France south, England north, and you're attacking south to north instead of attacking south to north but upside down. You have to see the map. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, he fixed it. He turned it around so all the OCD, ADD, and GBH people can get into it, right? But I got used to it because once I see something, and being ADD, once I see something, I see it and I work with it, right? Now, if you're gonna take something I'm working with and switch it around to make it better, you screwed me up. It's all over. I don't know anything. Nothing. Zero. I see just blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So, that's that. And, Ray is back. Ray Fury. He sent me a video. I didn't check it out yet. It's a promo. I see some Hueys as a thumbnail in the promo, but we'll see, right? So anyways, have a great show. I'm excited. And have a great show.
Black Jay. Black Jay.
Now here we go with the crux of the show. And we're off with Aaron Plays. Aaron Plays 2 videos this week. A channel update and his personal journey into wargaming part 2 on Aaron Plays. Advanced Squad Leader Spotting Arounds 2 videos. Valor of the Guards CG1 or CG, the 1st to the 15th of September, and it says D. And then the same thing, and it says D again, but part 2 of Advanced Squad Leader. I'm not into that yet, but I'm sure Leonidas and Constantino gonna get their hands on me and just ruin me on Advanced Squad Leader. Agility Snips Gaming Table 2 videos, and it is Fields of Fire Deluxe Edition Normandy 1 Part 6 and Part 7 on Agility Snips Gaming Table. And if you haven't played that game, it's a game by Ben Hull, produced by GNT. We interviewed Ben Hull a few times, and it's a very involved game. And this is a game with a man with experience being on the field as a soldier, as Ben Hull is a lieutenant colonel. Check this out on Agility Snips Gaming Table. Andrew Chung is back with a vengeance. 4 videos. Rebel Raiders on the High Seas, an introduction. Then 1 turn example of play, part 1, and 1 turn example of play, the concluding part, plus Rebel Raiders on the High Seas, final thoughts, on Andrew Chung's channel. Artie of Ardwolf's Lair has a multitude of videos, but I picked this because one of them is, I'm in it, so, you know. Counterclipping episode 207, the best of GMT games, part 5. This guy's gonna go on with this segment for another 20 years, because there's a lot of games. Then there's the Chit Show with Dan and Artie. I'm Dan. Block War Games with Grant Dalgleish. And Dalgleish means green fields, if I'm not mistaken, in a Scottish Gaelic thingy. But the guy's Canadian. And he belongs to Columbia Games. And we had an interview on the Chit Show, obviously. I'm talking about it. Very informative. Grant, very informative. His dad, Tom, is an icon in the business. And it seems that Columbia Games is the longest running game company to date in war games, in block games, meaning games that we play, I think. And unboxing OCS Forgotten Battle 2024 by MMP on Ardwolf's Lair. I thought it was a lot more than that. The ASL Scenario Archives guys are doing Illuminating Rounds, episode 112, the Vienna Bypass. Now I get it. IR 112. Illuminating Rounds 112. You know what I'm saying, Dan? That's what's happening on ASL Scenario Archives. On Assault Games, 1 video, and it's Assault Games SITREP, January 2025. Board Game Museum is pulling a Doug Weed here. 2 episodes, and it's episode 333. Broadside Board Game, How to Play, review by Milton and Bradley, 1962, man! And episode 334, Dogfight Board Game Review, Milton and Bradley, 1962. You know what I'm saying? I would have bought those 2 games like this, man, if I was born, but I wasn't. On Board Game Museum. The chief of bonding with board games and RPGs is playing with his mom, Tales from the Loop number 6, Angry Dog Mom. Damn, that's rough there, Chief. But anyways, that's what's happening on the Chief. And look at the Chief. The guy, he's a sergeant, a medical. He was a medical soldier. Now he's a cop, and I think he's a sergeant, if I'm not mistaken. And what a nice guy. What a nice guy. But he's 6'6", so don't piss him off, because he can kick you from far away. All right, on Bonding with Board Games and RPGs with the Chief. The man, famously known as Callendale Enrico Viglino, 3 videos, El Gran Capitan, Fight for Naples. 1, then he reorg. I guess he's saying reorganize, but it looks like a Star Trek thing, like you got the Borgs and the reorgs. And then El Gran Capitan, Fight for Naples 2, on Callendale.
For the final Wednesday of January 2025, Seek Out and Play presents the monthly Speak Out and Play podcast. The end is the new beginning. In the podcast, I will be talking about where the Seek Out and Play channel goes from here, the recently completed Warfighter Battle Pack Kickstarter and Warfighter Corner, what new games and new ways to shoot new games will be featured on In the Works, and what is coming up for February 2025, all on Speak Out and Play. Check out more videos when you subscribe to the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel. In addition, there is a monthly Speak Out and Play podcast, which you can find on Buzzsprout and Spotify. For just $2 per month, you can support the channel by becoming a Patreon member and see the videos and podcast 48 to 72 hours in advance. At least one new video is released every week on the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel, so I will see you next Wednesday.
Cardboard Commander 4 videos. He is unboxing 1944 Battle of the Bulge by Worthington Publishing. The Battle of the Bulge by Worthington Publishing. Plus, Monty's Gamble Market Garden. This is an MMP game, another unboxing, and a podcast, episode number 3 on Zone of Control. Actually, the podcast is called Zone of Control, and I don't know what they're talking about, but it's episode 3. And also, Learn to Play Enemy Action Kharkov, a game by John Butterfield, published by Compass Games, on Cardboard Commander. One-Eyed Jack Charles Latorra. 8 videos, obviously. The Battle of Adobe Wall turns 1. It's done. Then Dice and Miniature / Skirmish rules set for 15mm and 28mm. Way too much, he asks? Nah. I get you, Charles. I get you. Then Forever War. And then Relocation, moving my reference books, at least those I could find, to a single shelf. Look at that. And the Forever War End Turn 3. And then another shelf with reference books, World War I and World War II. Then the Game of Diplomacy. He says he got it because I had space on an Avalon Hill shelf. I'll make 63 games. Bloody hell. Then the third shelf redone, reference books. Check all this out on One-Eyed Jack's channel, Charles Latorra. Dave of Dave's Gaming Cave is checking out Golden Age of Piracy, the setup and part 1. This is a game designed by Joe Carter and published by Compass Games. Dragoon Commander, Armchair Dragoon, in his podcast Mentioned in Dispatches, Season 14, Episode 1, the AC/DC and Digital Conventions, which the Chit Show, Artie and I were part of, and we had interviewed the Wharf Rats. Fun interview. Fun! Eric's Table Napoleonic Battles. There's Eric. Overview and review of ELO 1807. I gotta really find out how to pronounce that game, but it's ELO. Hello, it's ELO. Alright. Flying Pig Games, 2 videos on the same subject. It's a playthrough with designer Mark H. Herman Walker. Not Herman. I've got Herman Lutman in my head. The Long Road is a game by Mark Walker, and they're playing parts 1 and part 2, and it's an RPG-ish game. The Shiv, Gaming with Earl Bigford, 8 videos. Game Collection Part 33, Bloody Hell. Then Arnhem Folio Part 7 and Part 8. Then Magazine Collection Part 18, 19, and 20. Then Arnhem Part 10 and Arnhem Folio Part 9. I went all over the place, but that's what's happening on the Shiv's channel, Gaming with Earl Bigford. The Leonidas of ASL, George Chiotis, Tikanis George, 2 videos. AR2 Sheep and Wolf's Clothing Part 3 and Fun Times at Stack Academy in Montreal. He said he'd never been. He'd been there for the first time with me, and now he's hooked. I'm glad he's hooked that I have that influence, because Charles Latorre had it on me. What do you want? And George is gonna have it on me with this ASL thing with Konstantinos, huh? All right. The Leonidas of ASL, George Chiotis. Faristo. GMT Games, 1 video, and it's January 2025 customer update. Hex to Hex, 2 videos. Corson, the 26th or 30th of January 1944, and the finale, an after-action report on Hex to Hex. Hexed Encountered, 4 videos. Habsburg Eclipse and Ottoman Sunset combined gameplay. Did you know you could combine those 2 games together? There's a railroad thing. You put the 2 railroads together and the game is combined. Then Return to the Rock, Corregidor 1945. This is an example of play. Midweek Magazine number 7, yeah! Issue number 10 with Steamroller, Tannenberg 1914, and Grant, the Western Campaign of 1862 by Compass Games, a first look on Hexed and Countered. On Hissy Cat, he takes a look at Against the Odds magazine, number 61, Rome. Rome Inc.? That throws me for a loop. Anyways, that's what's happening on Hissy Cat.
Amis, entends-tu le vol noir des corbeaux sur nos plaines?
Qui va là? Avez-vous votre passeport?
Entends-tu les cris sourds du pays qu'on enchaîne? Oh, et partisans, ouvriers,
Ah, c'est bien, Henri. On va avoir les boches ce soir. France, 1942. Your town is occupied by the German forces. What are you talking about, Germany occupying France in 1942? Well, think of it as a foreign power taking over the United States of America. Well, that's what happened in France in 1940. Yep. And in Paris, which is a city, a metropolis, like New York, well, it was occupied for 4 years. Could you imagine? I mean, that's not that long ago. It's not like it's the Roman times, man. It's like it's 100 years ago. Not even. 80. And that's why I will fight oppression. And you can do that with a game by Flying Pig Games called La Résistance. Actually, in Quebec, it would be La Résistance. And in France, it would be La Résistance. Huh? The R and the R. 2 different accents. So in this game, you're part of the Free French to cause damage to the Nazis who are occupying your town, your house, your food. And this is a 3 to 6 player game, and I call this a party game. Why is it a party game? Because it's a lot of fun, and what you gotta do is you have 6 character cards like this, and each character card is a cell of people, right? But you're playing together, but you're playing against each other because you gotta win, right? Someone's gotta win. And you gotta get glory points, And you gotta get enough recruits. If you lose all recruits, well, you got nothing. You're gone. And if you lose all the glory points, well, you got nothing. You're gone. But if you got glory points and recruits and they don't have, well, you win. Not fun? So the point is to recruit young, wannabe fighters to take over the Bosch like this.
I'm sorry.
So say it. Don't look at me.
I don't know.
Go. Just say it like you're
Vive la France!
Ah, the kid's cute, but we gotta make a man out of him. Say it again.
Vive la France!
Very good. Now Tom is probably saying, he didn't do anything, he didn't review a game. Well, you know what? I hyped it up. Come back next week, and I'll show you how to play La Resistance! History Hustle. One video. Did the Nazis plan to extend the final solution outside Europe? Like my friends and everybody, my aunts and even my mother would say, Bah! On History Hustle. My favorite Frenchie Freddy, Fred Serval of Homo Ludens, has 3 videos this week, and it's Pax Transhumanity, a teach and play with Dan Turo, plus Legion of Honor, years 1793 to 94, a playthrough, episode 2, and Napoleon's Last Gamble, wargaming the Waterloo campaign with Juste Garde. My favorite Frenchie of Homo Ludens. That's what's happening. Fred Serval. Check him out. ID Jester, look what I did here. I just took the top of his billion videos that he does per week. Without question. I am not even exaggerating. You know, when you think amount of videos, think Carl Sagan. You know, billions and billions of years. Anyways, ID Jester has 2 videos, 3 videos on Jester's Judgment. The first one is Momentum Football by Donnie Games. Then D and Abyss by GMT Games. And Cascadia by Flat Out Games. And then he looks at Hit Zero, the solo play, my zombie game, on ID Jester. That's not all he's got. He's got tons. But I wanted to save my breath. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what you get from ID Jester. Respect! Jim Ozarski. 3 videos. The Battle of Bautzen for Blücher. Then the Battle of Waterloo for bloody big battles. Then Operation Charnwood. Battle for Epron. I ain't been shot, Mom. Finally, I'm starting to get into the role of things, you know? You know what it is, man? It's because I have to stop drinking. I was a heavy drinker. I mean, you might not have noticed, you know what I mean? My tolerance is really high. But things are clearer now, man. They are. And the alcohol affected my back. For some reason, I had a hard time walking. I can walk now. So I'm waiting to go mushroom hunting. You know? What can I tell you? Also, check it out on Respect's channel, Jim Ozarski. Juste Garde, 1 video, and it's the Battle of... Okay. Chotusitz. It's an after-action report. It's a game by Clash of Arms, and it's the battles from the Age of Reason on Juste Garde. Kilroy was here. 4 videos that I just took. I'm sure he's got more. Amethyst by Istari Games, an unboxing plus Istari box, The Palace. And on Coffee with Kilroy, my favorite segment, a Columbia Games catalog and overview. Plus Alliance, a game by Columbia Games, an unbox and first look. I'm thinking of getting that game. I'm gonna see if I can manipulate one of my friends into going to Bolt Action because he lives really close by to where it's happening this Wednesday. And I'm gonna say, hey, come on, let's go for a drink at Calistoga Bar and Grill. Little does he know that there's gonna be a Bolt Action shellacking. And he's gonna say, what the hey is that? And I'm gonna say, well, let me explain it to you. Actually, I can't explain it to you. Let Pete here do it. That's what's gonna happen. And Kilroy finishes off with a surprise delivery, finally, from Lock and Load Publishing. Is it worth the wait? On Kilroy Was Here. Legendary Tactics, 3 videos. A Jest of Robin Hood, 2 videos on that. And Legends of Robin Hood, full game playthrough by Avalon Hill. Wow, that's an old game, 1991. And they had that type of box. Okay. On Legendary Tactics. Marco Omnigamer at Wargamer is reviewing and unboxing Quebec 1759 50th Anniversary Edition. This is a game by Tom Dalgleish, and it's published by Columbia Games. And we had an interview on the Chit Show with Artie, with not Tom, but his son, Grant Dalgleish, which means green fields. Dalgleish. You get it? Green fields. Dalgleish. Common sense. On Marco Omnigamer. The man who looks like a vampire, Mark Felton, of Mark Felton Production, looks at Sir J. Edgar Hoover. Why Sir? Anyways, humiliated, Britain flattered, feared FBI agent. What a scumbag. Anyways, Trump Greenland grab by British problem. You gotta love these days, man. Look how exciting this is. USA is trying to grab Greenland. And they're trying to grab Canada. They're being nicer to Canada by imposing a 25% tariff, but they're probably gonna invade. So, hey, Americans, I guess I'll see you soon. Okay? And then there's a Nazi Killer Robots, fact or fiction, on Mark Felton Productions. Meandering Mike on his week off has 4 videos, and it's something new. Non-boxing unboxings. When I meant the week off, I meant the week off from him making a video here on No Enemies Here, because Mike is always present. Then Meandering Mike channel update now in bi-weekly format. Even on his channel he does this. Okay. Then Ligny playthrough First Assault, and last is Star Wars Escape from the Death Star. An unboxing. Wow, this is by West End Games, man! Holy moly! I'm gonna have to watch that one. On Meandering Mike in his man cave of destruction. Out of Mo's Game Table has 1 video, and it's Crossing the Lena. The Lena? You made a mistake. It's Crossing the Line. Aachen, 1944 from VUCA Simulations preview. Wow. I love that cover, man. Love silhouette type stuff. Nangwaya has 4 videos, and its YouTube sure did not like something about Livestream 104. Plus, how I go about making hex maps. Plus, using Europe maps for the Great War and making a letter-sized version of SPI's... I don't know what game, because it's abbreviated. Then, Cardinal Close-Up. I love Cardinals. And that looks like a male to me. A female. Because females in the animal world, or especially in the bird world, are uglier than males. The males, they show off their wares with feathers and this and that, and it's like, hey, check me out, baby. Cheap, how about this? How about that? It's fascinating. I just got a budgie. And his budgie's name is Chilleet. Figure it out. On Nangwaya. Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials, 2 videos. Combat Commander Resistance. Scenario 62. Bessarabian Nights. Sorry, Bessarabian, because I'm reading in French. 2. And then Thunder on the Mississippi, Scenario 8. Move at Once, a rematch. The must have been a bloodbath. Prasutagus, the Orwell wargamer, looks and reviews and talks about Rommel's War by Worthington Publishing. Ruffy of Rough Swordsman Wargamer, 2 videos in its Microverse Live, teach and play with designer Sam London. And the War Room Live, chatting with Wes and Ryan from War Frats. Hey, Wes and Ryan, these guys are getting around. They're getting around. And, yeah, that's what's happening on Rough Swordsman Wargamer. General Smitty of Smitty's Game Table has 1 video. It's unboxing Bosnian War from Strategy and Tactics magazine number 351 in April 2025. Actually, this is recent. Man, that's too real. Anyways, they look like they're in Pripyat or something. That's what's happening on the General's channel, Smitty's Game Table. Storm of Steel Wargaming, 3 videos, painting Warlord Epic Napoleonic Artillery. You see that? I can't do that, but I probably will. Anyways, and hobby update and PBI 2015-2025 comparison. Play by internet. I don't know what PBI is. What's PBI? This is what's happening on Storm of Steel Wargaming. The icon that is Stuka Joe. He is in Spain, in Bellota. Is he in Bellota? But there's a Bellota con, so he's in... Yeah, he's somewhere there where they have the jamon, because I saw... look at the... Anyways. Castelnuovo, 1539 at the 8th Bellota con, plus Rebellion and Punishment. Then a walk around the tables, Saturday, January 26th. And then it's Bellota ham time. That's what I'm talking about. Now, it's cured like a prosciutto, but the pig is totally different. And it is fed with, I think, chestnuts and acorns in a certain part of Spain. And they call it Iberian ham. So, I don't know where. Is there a place called Iberia in Spain? It's more like you find it in Russia. You know, next to Siberia, you got Iberia. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. But look at that ham. I had that ham once. And it must have been 2 inches by 2 inches, the piece. As thin, I'd say, as a little bit more than a piece of paper. A regular piece of paper. And I paid $1 for each of those little squares, and I had 15 of them, so therefore the package cost $15. And I'm talking about a 2x2 at the most. Alright, square. That ham was memorable. Why? As soon as you take it with your hands, it starts melting instantly. That's how delicate that ham is. And the amount of fat, it's perfect. Then you put it in your mouth and it melts, and the flavors. I was blown away. Alright? That's what's happening on the icon that is Stuka Joe. Tabletop Minions, 2 videos. Get more use out of your Warhammer minis with OPR and Space Weirdos. I don't know what that is, but sounds interesting. Then the best and easiest rust I've ever painted. I understand that. And there's a way to put on rust, but I'm not gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? On Tabletop Minions. Tabletop Sci-Fi, 3 videos. Throne World by Prism Games, a review on how to play. And Galactic Emperor by Crosscut Games. And Intruder by Task Force Games. Both of them and all of them are reviewed and example of how to play the game on Tabletop Sci-Fi. The Board Game Chronicles, 2 videos. Heights of Courage, the battle for the Golan Heights. An unboxing overview. This is a game by MMP. Plus Pacific War 1942 solitaire travel game. Grant sent me that, and I thank you, Grant, from Worthington Publishing. Fun. Okay, I mean, not complex at all. It's a take on their book war book games like Gettysburg and Bismarck and all that, and put it into a nice little box, which is really nice. I don't have it here, but a really nice little box with a map that is not a cardboard map, but a map, a regular, a game board, I guess. Very nice, and they have another one. It's the Battle of 1812, and it's funny. Something happened to me, and I empathized with a lot of players who don't want to play the Germans or whatever in a World War II game. And this game of 1812, the Battle of 1812, or the War of 1812, I should say, was the Americans against the British, and well, the British, the Canadians, the French, and the Indians. And basically, those are my peeps. When I say my peeps, where I was born on that land. And the aim of the game is for the Americans to win. And I thought, well, I don't want that. I want Canada to win. Look at that. All of this on the Board Game Chronicles. The Bunker, Der Bunker. 2 videos, and it's World in Flames Collector's Edition with Day of Days 3. He plays number 2, July, August, part 1 and part 2. I have that, man, and it's really colorful and very inviting game to look at. Is it complex? I would say so, in terms of the amount of information that is in that game. Anyways, that's what's happening on The Bunker. The Discriminating Gamer, Cody and Ray. 8 videos. Zombicide, White Death, Climbers and Terracotta Walkers unboxing with Ray. Then Struggle for Galactic Empire, a game by, my god, I forget his name, Joe Miranda, and I enjoy that game. Struggle for the Galactic Empire by Cody. Then Zombicide, White Death, Crossfire Pack unboxing with Ray. Then Zombicide, White Death, Divine Beasts unboxing with Ray. Then Horrified World of Monsters with Cody. Then Alliance by Columbia Games, I'm assuming with Cody. Then Cody's Top 10 Games Set in France. Plus Legendary Weapon X unboxing with Ray. All of this and more on The Discriminating Gamer. That fantastic channel, I can't emphasize that more. The Korean War by Indy Nidell. 2 videos, and it's Operation Wolfhound, plus Thunderbolt, U.S. troops go on the offensive. I watched this channel almost religiously. He did a week-by-week show, and this was episodes were weekly, on World War I, World War II, plus all the in-betweens, special episodes, why this happened this week because of that, and now he's doing the Korean War. It is probably the most informative and very, very fun to watch. He's dynamic. Indy Nidell is very dynamic, knows his stuff, got a sense of humor, and he's to the point, and it's incredible. And he takes his sources from many different authors, and he'll tell you this. Go watch the Korean War by Indy Nidell. Go watch World War I, and go watch World War II. The name of the game, 2 videos, and it's Panzer Blitz Thursday, a redo, I should say, simulation number 6 of the Dnieper River defense. Then, how to play Zulus on the Ramparts. The Battle of Rourke Drifts by Victory Point Games. And I will tell you something. This was the first war game that I saw on YouTube, and it was by the iconic Stuka Joe. So, I've been doing this for 7 years, and I was into it with Stuka Joe probably 5 years before that, creating the music for his videos of now, which he creates the music himself because he is a musician, an accomplished one, that is. Anyways, this is what's happening on the name of the game. It had to happen. The painting phase. 2 videos on New Emperor's Children. It's actually the best Warhammer release in ages. Plus, scared of painting faces on your Warhammer? CSC, Charles Latora, One-Eyed Jack, what you got me into, and how you're turning this channel around. On the painting phase, the gentlemen of the Player's Aid have 4 videos, and they review Hispania by Draco Ideas. Plus, they unbox Franklin by Worthington Publishing. Yes, I have it here. I have it. And then they review War of the Three Sanchos. Sounds like a food video. Then, unboxing a most resolute action. High-flying dice games. That's a game company by Paul Rohrbaugh. And this guy puts out games like You Breathe. Every breath you take, every game he make. On the Player's Aid. The Tabletop's Edge 2 videos, channel goals for 2025, and the Civil War, a great campaigns of the American Civil War narrative. Holy moly. Look at those boxes, the beautiful art. On the Tabletop's Edge. Gimpy of the Gimpy Gamer has 3 videos, and there's a Whiskey Charlie with Mark Herman looking at Defiance. And then Warno Learning Game. Then Alliance Napoleonic War Game Review by Columbia Games. And we should give Columbia more attention because they've been around a heck of a long time, and I don't know why they are, like, not at the forefront of gaming like GMT is, or Compass is, or even other companies which I can't think of. But that's what's happening on the Gimpy Gamer. Tony of Tony's Board Life is playing with Ruffy Panzer, a game by Mike Day. Day. I forget his name, but it's not Mike. Anyways, a game by GMT, and it's The Village Part 2 Late, Poland, 1944. The atrocities have happened. Wow. In Poland, that is. And that's what's happening on Tony's Board Life. U-Boater 658, 4 videos, Paper Wars 109, 3D Days, and Decision Games campaign in Europe. Turn. This is a series overview, rules review, then German Turn 1 and Turn 1 Axis mech phase. Mechanical phase, that is. Not mechs, you know. I did that good. But anyways. On U-Boater 658. The Hugh Hefner of Wargaming, Wardy Road plays World War II. Todd has 2 videos. He plays World War II Iron Cross playtest for a convention. Look at that. I think that's what Bolt Action is going to look. It's going to look like that. And then great battles or great campaigns of the American Civil War. Over the shoulder boulder holder. I had to say it. Over the shoulder vassal play and discussion. Battle of Bull Run. Stonewall Jackson's Way 2. Or Stonewall Jackson's Way Part 2. Game. On Wardy Road plays World War II. The War Game Ramble one video and it's The Other Side of the Hill, winter 1940. The Other Side of the Hill, huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, on Wargame Ramble. For our Italian friends, but because of common courtesy here, he has the same video in English, just like the professor, Riccardo Mazzini. And it's 2025, my most expected war games. And then, if you want to see it in Italian and see if you can understand what the hey is going on, if you speak French or Spanish, you'll understand. If you speak Hungarian, you won't understand, because nobody understands Hungarian. Talk about a difficult language. Douche. There. For our Polish friends, Wojnek TV Michel, 2 videos, and it's Raiders of the Deep, plus Hitster, a review on Wojnek TV. The Faces channel, World War II Solitaire Board Game channel, the face of Solitaire Board Game channel, 3 videos, and it's D-Day Dice, 2nd edition Atlantic Wall, plus D-Day Dice, Sillies, an unboxing. Damn it, I want it. And a channel update. There's the face of the face. There he is, January 2025. Looks like a nice guy, huh? On World War II Solitaire Board Game channel. Talking about a nice guy, Kelsey Poutsy. I love Zilla Blitz. This channel is just fantastic. He is an amazing host. Just fantastic. Fantastic. I can't say any more, but Zilla Blitz is fantastic. 3 videos in this, The Last Gamble, first look and overview of the Battle of the Bulge by Wargame. Battle of the Bulge Wargame by who? I don't know. And then there's the top board game war games of 2024. I watched it. I had a fun time. And he bought a huge Advanced Squad Leader Collection Part 1. Oh, no! No, I can't watch that. If I watch that, I'm screwed. I'm screwed, I say. I'm screwed. Damn you, Charles Latorre! Damn you! Another week. Another show. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I have a Patreon account which helps this channel tremendously. So please take a look. Well, this is the week that was gonna have been. And it was okay. I've got an extra day at work, hence the extra little money I could spend on minis and scale modeling and paints. I know. Charles Latorre. Yeah, I'm gonna be showing you other reviewers, and there's gonna be a little bit of minis in it, because I think I'm gonna get into bolt action. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. It's build your minis and play with it. I mean, seriously. Imagine if they had a bolt action 135 and a big tank like that. Oh my God. But thank God I discovered this at 60 years old. Because if I would have discovered this when I was 30, well, I probably wouldn't have done all the drugs I did when I was 30. So, it would have been a good thing. But it's a good thing now, and I'm not on drugs. Figure I'd say that, eh? It's called lack of impulse control. So, anyways, look, people, again, thanks for watching, for real. And a lot of these people, a lot of these reviewers, I kid around with, and it's all with good intentions. And they're becoming part of the family of wargamers that I know, Indy, all these people. Indy, Artie, Grant, Alexander, everybody. Even Charles Latorre, damn you. And it's a lot of fun, and for some reason, I don't know, man, I got like I've cut down drinking by 90%. And I've got, for some reason, energy, much to the detriment of many people. And I don't know, I got a new lease or something, man. I want to do stuff, you know? So, I mean, after I edit this video, I'm going to go paint minis or build scale model stuff. Right now I'm working on a P-51 Mustang. Woo! And after that it's gonna be a ME-262. Woo! And after that, I don't know, maybe it's the Kettenkraftrad, or the Nashorn, or that anti-aircraft thingy I got, or maybe the half-track, who knows? The Sudekampanzerkiz was whatever. Right? So, you know what? Have fun. Be nice. I am. Having fun, at least. Being nice. Well, I don't go out. So I'm nice. Have a good weekend.